to Weymouth and see which place takes our fancy today.
Yeah, well it says on the map that's what, an hour and a bit away, and then we'll do the coast road on the way back. We'll see what there is. We'll let you know. And within 10 minutes, all great plans and all that, the main road, as depicted by the arrow here, is actually going all the way to Weymouth, and that is absolutely snarled up with traffic. And not wanting to sit in any more traffic jams, we're off to Charmouth instead, because I can turn around and go there, then pick up Lyme Regis for a spot of lunch, and en route we come across this. Oh look!
No. That's from Seaton.
More on that later. Now Charmouth is actually a place that's divided into two halves. So you've got a beach on one side, low shingle, and then on the other side big boulders, but it is somewhere where you go for fossil hunting. Also it's mid-morning and the car parks are really quite full. We were lucky to find a space. Did you fancy a cliff walk?
And Steve, you can come down here and have that couple come down here and sit in the car park, but you put your deck chair out behind your car and sit in the car park when you've got all this.
I thought that was a bit strange. Just typical, it stops doing it when I'm filming, but this bird was making so much noise. Now taking the right hand side of the promenade here, you can see that we go down to right to the very end, which is where you can do all the fossil hunting. So there are big boulders down here. And you do pass a shop on the way down, and that shop does sell the hammer for you to crack open the rocks and look for your own fossils. Don't expect sand down here, because this is the fossil capital of the world. And so excluding the promenade itself, this part of the beach down here is actually dog friendly, and you can see it depicted on this map. We're actually walking down the promenade bit in yellow there, which is highlighted by the white arrow, but the brown bit is the bit that's in front of us, so you can see the steps going down. But it is quite smooth, look. You can bring your paddle boards, look at that. Don't just love the sound of waves. You get the added bonus of stones as well on this one, look. When it comes there, comes a wave there. Ooh. What do you think, Jess? Is it nice being outside? Is it nice being outside?
I think we'll be heading for Lyme Regis, Jess.
That girl or bloke has got a dog on the back of that paddleboard. And so to the other side, if you look across the beach there, you'll see some huts. We are allowed to walk our dogs on the other side of those huts, as in the estuary itself. Bit of a queue to get into not only the cafe, but the Heritage Centre. Tells you all about the fossil hunting here. Now that shop's worth a visit. That's the one I alluded to with the hammer, but good stuff in there. And probably fair to say that all the car parks, and there's another one just there as well, they're all pretty much sewn up, but it's about a £5 for the whole day. Well, there's not a whole lot here apart from them three shops and a very pebbly beach, but we are going to go for a little stroll. So there is some sand, look. But not too much further to go, look. know you. It's a little bit of practical advice actually. Let's see, and the actual route that you can see goes along there, on that yellow path. But when it breaks off into this actual proper path, certainly on the way down, and if you're like me, bare legs, over and above that gorse there are stinging nettles and all sorts of bramble that you have to wade your way through. It's only for the last bit, but as soon as you see an option to wander back onto this path, take it. And so, to our intention to go to Lyme Regis, have yet another ice cream and maybe some lunch as well. Yeah, that was the idea. This place looked really nice on the map and had a nice looking beach. We did see a bit of that on the way to Charmouth. However, there was absolutely nowhere to park in the place. We spent ages going around this car park, which is one of their biggest ones. Also, there's another one, not quite as big, but I timed this wrong. Just watch that truck. And what you're about to see is kind of beyond passing places. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's that truck. Now, I suspect living in this neck of the woods, you're probably going to have to get used to this, but he indicates 1 minute. No, it wasn't. It was more like 10. Needless to say, we didn't bother with Lyme Regis and just carried on to Seaton. Let's hope they had some lunch.
On the beach, no dogs are allowed.
Because nearly everywhere has nowhere to park.
Yeah.
And this is yet another one of these that we can't bring dogs on for. Sorry, Jess. So what we doing? We're going to get a bit of food, haven't we?
Well, I'll try to, if we can.
Try to get a bit of food?
Yeah.
Over there. There are some fixer-uppers. I think it's fair to say that C&C front needs a bit of care and attention, but when you get off the beaten track, and there are plenty of shops that sell, for example, this one does nice fish and chips and is dog friendly. Hang on, they've been shopping. Oh no. What did you find?
Sandals and some shorts.
What did you buy?
Absolutely zilcho.
Oh.
Well,
Like, we were waiting, weren't we, Jess? Doing nothing but waiting. And so after the retail therapy, we headed off back towards the car and that tram station, as all the trams hail from here. So months at the top there correspond to how long it takes, and then Seaton at the top, and depart and arrive back in Seaton. So that's an hour and a quarter or so. And there's a picture there. And as you can see there, down the bottom, second bit in, is a dog's nose sticking out, so they are allowed on there, only on the lower deck though. Well, good morning, and today we're going to the other end of the coast.
Brixham.
Should be a good visit, but first of all we got to pop over and pick my daughter up, well, our daughter up, sorry, from Exeter Uni, so she wants a day out with us. So we knew that confusion would reign over these toilet blocks, and exactly what we thought would happen has happened. So we have an update, don't we?
Yeah. Where on the toilet blocks you have to put up a band if you're having a shower, or a band if you're having using the wash basin, or a band if you're using the loo, there becomes a problem if you want to do two things at once. If you want to go to the loo and have a shower, do you put up a band for the loo and the band for the shower? Or do you put up a band for the loo and then come out and put up a band for the shower? This is causing some consternation.
What if you suddenly decide, oh, I think I better go to the... I better go and get a band. And there's a queue.
Yeah. And this is what happened to me. I wanted to go to the loo and use the shower, so I put the band on the loo. The showers were full at the time. Whilst I was in the loo, I could hear someone coming out of the shower. I thought, great, I can do that. So I nipped to the door, took my toilet band, put it on the shower band, where a lady said to me, but I've been waiting for a shower. And I said, yeah, but I'm in the loo. She said, that's not fair. I said, yeah, it is, because I was in the queue before you, because I'm already here. But you can see how the confusion should arise. Yeah. There's no guidance on this.
Hey, perhaps you should have put a band on all three of them, just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
And, you know, and that's when you obey the band protocol. What about you, David?
I went to the toilet. Clearly the system doesn't work because I went, there was one band on the shower. Go in, there are 2 people in the toilet, 2 people in the shower and 2 people using the basins.
How many bands?
1.
1 band.
And where did you put your band?
Toilet.
Wow. See? Confusion reigns. Caravan Club, you need to stick to one solution, mate, and not have 3, well, it's 4 different ones we've had now. When you're in the toilet block is in use. COVID doesn't matter whether it's in the shower or in the toilet or in the wash basins. It's going to get past the doors. Right?
Yeah, so it's just one lot of bands. You're either in there or you're not, and it saves not only confusion, it saves arguments in the queue.
Yeah.
So on our way to Brixham now, I have to say we were well impressed with this place, and we have been to Paynton and Torquay and all the rest of it, but this is really good, well worth a visit, and I hope that truck's brakes are really good. Now also the parking in here is a bit of a nightmare, but after waiting for a couple of minutes somebody did come out of a space, and then we were off, and it was just before lunchtime, so beware. So here we are in Brixham, and we were lucky to get a space when we did. This place is pretty busy. What do you think, Georgia? Is it all fish?
No, it's not.
It's not all fish. It's not all fish.
The shell shop.
Oh, we'll go in there.
I'll just turn the camera around, and you'll be able to see. It's quite a busy place. Seems to be one main high street, and this is dog friendly. Look, Jess.
Jess.
You can say hello. Well, Brixham Harbour is very, very busy, and it appears that may well be the Golden Hind. Hello. Why are you wearing a face mask?
Because we're in shopping mode. I can't be bothered to keep taking it off and putting it on, so I'll just leave it on until we finish the shopping bit.
Oh, okay then.
I think that's fair income.
Okay, fair enough. But there are, I'll just spin round, carry on going round. Quite busy. And it's what, 3 in the afternoon now? Look, a house with a blue door. What we liked about the shop in here is that there's no big retailers as such. It's all little independent shops, and there's lots of little quaint things when you start looking around. Seagulls are even interesting as well. Quite busy, quite a unique place. When I say unique, I mean, how odd is that? Yes, David. Oh, one other thing to note. On the way back to the car park, you actually go past the marina itself, where the working boats are, which are just on the other side of that fence. But I'm actually just high above that. Underneath you is the actual toilets. They are chargeable, but then it's one of those you can just leave the door open and, you know, all of you go in. It's a glorious, beautiful day. And I have to say, Brixham has not disappointed. Are they trying to introduce Jess to water? She won't like it. No, I told you. One of the other reasons why I was filming is 1, 2. How many of these big ships are there? There's one there. I think there's 2 there, and there's another one there, 3rd one, and another one over there. Fabulous. Yeah, jet skis, lifeboat, and you can take tours and all sorts. Quite impressed. I'm pretty sure that when we do our main 2-week holiday, this is going to feature yet again, because we didn't see all of it. One thing to note though, as I said, it alluded to at the beginning there, the parking coming into here is a bit of a mare, and as you'll see by some of these roads, they're very thin as well, not really designed for larger vehicles, and you'll see in a second when I turn left down here, it is really quite skinny. But now on the parking side of things, it was about the same as everywhere else really, about 5 for the whole day. Obviously we weren't here for the whole day, but we're going to be next time. We'll leave ourselves a little bit of time, move there in the morning. So all this does is leave me to say thank you very much for watching. Please rejoin us for the rest of this week as we enjoy the rest of our holiday and see some more exciting places. And please like, subscribe, and catch you later.